I want to get to my favorite part of the NFL draft experience, and that is the NFL draft combine, which is another way of saying the underwear Olympics, which means that I want to tell you about guys that I expect to show out in these measurements. As you can see, this is my NFL Combine's freaks list. Let's go 5-1. At number 5 on the list, I got Iowa State defensive end, Will McDonald. Now, I've been on the Will McDonald train for several years now. I believe he's one of the great sack masters in the sport over the last 3 years, but he also is that guy that Matt Campbell could not speak highly enough. As a matter of fact, the quote that he ended up giving to Bruce Feldman was, this dude has like video of himself jumping over cars and doing backflips at his height and weight of 6'3", about 236 pounds. It's no easy feat. He might be a guy that vertically leaps 43 inches at the combine, which again means that he's probably going to run fast. You're looking for a stand-up 3-4 edge. I think that Will McDonald IV foots that bill. At number 4 on the list, I'm going to go with another linebacker type, Owen Pappoe out of Auburn. This is the guy that has been really tearing up every recruiting Knicks rankings every single year, because when he got to Auburn, we all thought that this is the next level of NFL linebacker. He can move well. He can play in space. He can cover wide receivers, and he hits like a truck. I mean, we're talking about a guy that is 6'1", 225 pounds. He's going to bench press 435 pounds, probably going to put up close to 20 reps on 225, and he's going to run in the 4.3s. If you're looking for a nickel slot kind of linebacker, a will linebacker in your 4-2-5 scheme, I think that he foots the bill. At number 3 on this list, let's go back to a guy we know, right? Texas Christian wide receiver Quentin Johnston. I really love me some Quentin Johnston. I've loved me some Quentin Johnston for a long time. And then going into 2022, you got to love him too, because it's a guy that is taking the top off the defense. Max Duggan was looking for Quentin Johnston on 3rd and long situations because he could run by guys at his height. To Rob's point, you like to see him high point the ball a little bit more often, but when you're out running people, you don't really have to do a whole lot of that. It's also got a high jump 6'10" in high school, which is bonkers. Like, I mean, to have a guy that can leap that high, run that fast, and remain as coordinated as Quentin Johnston is simply special. Number 2 on this list, another guy that you have heard a lot about, Florida quarterback Anthony Richardson. I think that this man could really steal the show at the NFL Combine if he runs fast, because you know that he can throw a football 60 yards from a standstill. He is unafraid of contact. He will put his shoulder down, but I think he has the capacity to run in the 4.4s in the 40-yard dash. If he does go under 4.5 and he looked even a little bit accurate at this combine, he probably solidifies himself as a top 10 pick, if not a top 5 pick, and has some franchises thinking, man, do we get this guy so we can sock him away? Do we get this guy so we can play him right away? He's going to put them into that sort of bind if he can run fast and demonstrate some accuracy. And then at number 1 on the list, for me, it's Texas A&M running back Devon Achane. I'm going to feel like I'm laying it on thick here, but you got to understand, I love track and field, and it is my second favorite sport behind the one that I cover. Devon Achane is a world championship caliber sprinter, okay? In 2022, he ran 10.02 seconds in the 100-meter dash. That means he is the fastest man in Texas A&M history playing football. Now, perspective on that is Fred Curley won the 100 meters in the World Championship last year in 2022 in July. Fred Curley is the most versatile sprinter in the history of ever. And he went to A&M and he ran 9.76 as a pro. That is what Devon Achane might be capable of if he just decided he wanted to be a sprinter, but he wants to be a running back in the NFL. Really excited to see him run the 40. Really excited to see him broad jump, vertical jump. I think along with Anthony Richardson, you're going to hear a lot about his performance, and you're going to hear a lot about what can't this guy do. I think he could go at John Ross's record of 4.22 if he comes out feeling pretty good. So those are my freaks on this NFL Combine freak list. My honorable mention, though, I got to mention this, is Darius Davis at Texas Christian. Was drafted in the USFL. We'll see how this works out for him, but this is a guy that ran 46 plus in the 400 meters flat, which as a 400-meter guy is stupid, because that just means he's fast. He's also strong. He's got tremendous endurance. And you've seen what he was able to do as a punt returner. And by the way, had the only TD against Georgia in the national championship game. Keep your eye on him as well. Thank you for watching the #1 college football show. Please remember to subscribe to the channel and like this video so that you don't miss any of the best college football coverage in America.